Alright, hello, citizens of the Nigelverse. It is Nigel here once again, and welcome back to System Shock Radio. So, I got some topics for you guys today. Not gonna lie, this one might be a bit on the short side in terms of episodes, mostly because I didn't really have a whole lot of topics I wanted to talk about today. But, without further ado, let's get right into it. So, starting with the first topic I have here that I want to talk about, let's talk about sketch comedy. Now, what is sketch comedy? That's things like Saturday Night Live or like all that from back in the day, hey on Nickelodeon, or even when Cartoon Network tried it although it sadly didn't go over that well. It's almost like they should have stuck to cartoons, but from what I remember, Incredible Crew was kind of okay though, but it was a while since I've seen it. But the thing about sketch comedy, I, I really like sketch comedy. Something about it has almost always appealed to me, mostly because it's oftentimes very creative, of using actual acting talents. Well, when used right, hey, when sketch comedy goes wrong, it goes very wrong. But when used right, hey, it's using talents to act things out, whether trying to portray a message or just even have some comedy like here, just acting things out and being able to really bring a sense of style and flavor to it, if that makes any sense. Being able to use whose talents is to be able to bring things to life, I think is probably the best way I can describe it. Which is one of the reasons why sketch comedy is as fun as it is, and it's really helped a lot of people who really establish careers in Hollywood. A lot of actors were on Saturday Night Live at one point. People such as Adam Sandler, Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, which Chris Rock was inspired by Eddie Murphy. So sketch comedy, in that regard, or can be a very powerful and very fun tool, and it also be very fun to watch and very fun to experience. And seeing that creativity, being able to bring into life a concept or a message or even a parody of things. I feel like a lot of sketch comedy that I've noted, it does boil down to parody. But yeah, so one of the reasons why sketch comedy, at least to me, is pretty enjoyable. So let me know in the comments below what's your thoughts on sketch comedy. Are you a fan of it? Are you not a fan of it? Let me know. Next topic I want to talk about though is the upcoming Barbie movie. That's right, the Barbie movie is coming out this year, and actually, as I'm looking at the wiki article here, it says it was actually announced in September 2009 and didn't begin development until 2014. And so I'm guessing it's one of those movies that was in development hell for a while, which is where a movie is constantly in like, hey, it's still in development and oftentimes for years and years and years, almost seeming like it's not going anywhere, or until finally it's either pulled out of development hell and finally finished, or it's left to rot there for good, and eventually the plug is pulled on it. But so we're getting the Barbie movie here, and one of the reasons I wanted to talk about it is because as of the memes going around, like the Ken memes and everything, the Ken or the Barbie memes, those are kind of funny to see. But I'll admit, obviously, I think it's probably because I'm a dude and everything, and I think so. I was mostly into dude stuff. Never really been too big into Barbie, but I'm interested to see how the movie plays out. I think one of my only exposures to Barbie in terms of like character and everything is her as a character in the Toy Story movies. But in terms of cast here, we have Margot Robbie as Barbie, and then we have Ryan Gosling as Ken. But we also have several variations of Barbie. We have Gymnast Barbie, President Barbie, Doctor Barbie, Writer Barbie, Physicist Barbie, Lawyer Barbie, Mermaid Barbie, Diplomat Barbie, Judge Barbie, Journalist Barbie, and then we have several other variations of Ken and as well. So definitely true to the source material, because Barbie has had a lot more professions than I probably will in a lifetime, as will most people probably will in a lifetime. But of course, that was kind of the idea of Barbie, is that she could be anything, and the whole point was to inspire the young girls and everything to be like, hey, Barbie was anything, you can be anything as well, which was the basis for the toy in the first place was to inspire the young girls, tells that they can be anything, that girls truly can be anything. And I'm interested to see how the movie plays out, how they're going to go about doing it, especially with the alternate Barbies and everything. Now, apparently, I read this a while back. I don't know if it's actually true or not. Apparently, they're not gonna have the Barbie girl theme song. The "I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world" theme song. They're apparently he weren't gonna have it in the movie. Hopefully, they change their minds on that because that would be probably the perfect time. I can't see any other scenario. Okay, that's probably not true. I can't see too many other scenarios where that song could be in a movie and it would apply. And it would apply. Like this is if there's any point to have a Barbie song in a movie, this is the movie to do it. The Barbie movie. And I imagine a lot of people will be comparing it to like the animated Barbie movies that have been around for a little while, but I'm interested to see. We'll actually go to see it in theaters. Not entirely sure. But a movie I am planning on seeing in theaters, which is next I want to talk about, that actually came out this week, is the Super Mario Brothers movie. Now, I've talked a little bit about the Super Mario Brothers movie, and I did say that it'd be kind of difficult to make a movie about Mario, considering Mario sadly doesn't have a lot of character development, and the games aren't really like narrative driven and that much. But you know what? Although I haven't seen the movie yet, a lot of people are saying they enjoyed it. It looks really really good. The animation looks fantastic. So you know what? I think, and I probably was gonna go see the movie anyway, but now I definitely want to check the movie out. So I might go next week to see the movie in theaters. I'm not entirely sure, but I definitely do want to check out the movie to see what it's all about, and obviously I'm gonna review it for you guys and everything. So yeah, so be prepared for that review coming out soon. But yeah, the Mario Brothers movie, I am definitely excited and interested to see how it pans out. And seeing how the characters and everything are brought to life in movie form. Now, how the reason I said it might be a bit difficult is because when it comes to like a feature length movie, you'll definitely want something with some narrative. An example I can give, although sadly the movie wasn't really that great, is like the Ratchet and Clank movie, because that movie has like a narrative. Or alternatively, if they ever do a Legend of Zelda movie, mostly because even though Link is mute, the narrative is driven by the characters around them. And this time around, Mario thankfully has like an actual voice, has actual dialogue. He's voiced by Chris Pratt, which is an interesting choice, but we'll have to see. Now, I tried to avoid trailers and spoilers as much as possible because I don't want to spoil it. I want to go into it almost completely blind. I have a general idea about it, mostly because I played the Mario games, and so it's obviously gonna be Mario fighting Bowser, because of course. But yeah, so I'm interested to see how the movie pans out, and I can't wait to see it. And the last thing I want to talk about is persistence. So, what is the dictionary definition of persistence? Um, so we actually have two definitions here: firm or obstinate continuance in a course of action in spite of difficulty or opposition, or the continued or prolonged existence of something. So, kind of similar to when we talked about perseverance. Perseverance, and they even have similar perseverance or tenacity, determination, resolve, resolution, things like that, all synonyms to persistence. When you're persistent in something, that means you're going to keep working at it until you accomplish your goal. You're going to keep going at it. You're going to keep chipping away at it so that you can reach your goal. And the thing about persistence is it may be difficult and the end may not seem in sight, but the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step, and sometimes you have to take that first step even when you don't know where it's going to lead, but also what happens when you get in the deep water. What happens when the end may not seem that much in sight. I say keep going. If it's something you really want to accomplish, if it's something you really want to do, keep going. And maybe it'll pay off, maybe it won't. But you'll never know unless you try. If you're thinking about giving up on your goals or your dreams, you must really think about it. And I'm not gonna make the choice for you, of course, but I would argue that it might not work out, but there's a chance it might, and there's a chance that you staying in there and working through the obstacles will lead you to benefits and rewards on the other side. But you have to keep going. But, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, a bit on the short side, as opposed to the other episodes as of late. But I hope you still enjoyed. Nevertheless, if you did, please do me a favor: like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, turn on post notifications so you know every time I upload a video, so you can see as soon as it drops. And I think I have some kind of interesting videos coming out this week. I just did a discussion on Vince McMahon being back in WWE, so if you haven't already, go check out that video. But thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you guys' thoughts are on anything I talk about in this video. Oh, and in this episode of System Shock Radio. And I will see you guys later. Peace.